What is going on, guys? It's Simo from Team Samurai X1 here, and today we're with the one, the only Team Samurai X1.
What's going on, guys? And Simo, thank you so much for doing this deck profile for me. This is actually very weird because I actually never like do deck profiles for anyone. Like it's all like POV style when I do deck profiles, but this is actually really like I'm actually very excited to do this deck profile for you guys today. And you know, this weekend I came to YCS Salt Lake. I top 32 YCS Salt Lake. This is my first ever YCS top, so it actually means a lot to me. And the deck that I was playing is True Dracos. The reason why I played True Dracos is because it's the deck that I was most comfortable with, and I believe that it's the best deck in this entire format.
Non-ironically,
no,
the best deck.
Like non-ironically, I really think it's like the best deck. Whether or not you're going first or second, this deck is absolutely powerful. You know, card demise exists, and like, you know, Amano Awado is just absolutely insane. And I'll explain to you guys everything once I start off with the deck profile. So without further ado, let's start off with the video. So, you know, this is a mat right here to proof that that I actually came top 32. And you know what, guys, for those of you who want to help support the channel, this is my new Team Samurai X1 playmat. So if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you guys message me on my Facebook page to get your playmat today. That'll be absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's just start with the video. Start with the monsters real quick. You're gonna play, of course, Triple Majesty's Maiden, the true Draco caster. This card is absolutely insane. It's one of the best cards to actually go first or second. It searches your monsters. Many people play 2 copies of this card, but I do not agree with that number at all. I'm not trying to bash any Draco players, but I believe that if you're playing 2 copies of, you know, Maiden, I believe that that's the incorrect number. And the reason being is because going second, you want to break boards. So in this deck, you have a very minimal monster lineup. So you have 3 Maiden, Ignis, and Masterpiece. So if you see your trap cards going second, but you do not see a monster, those trap and spell cards, continuous trap and spell cards means absolutely nothing. So you cannot break boards without monsters. So seeing Maiden in your opening hand going first or second is very important. And if you have too many copies of Maiden in your hand, you can always diagram it off, and you play 6 diagrams in the deck to pop itself to search your combo pieces. So Triple Maiden, the 1 Ignis Heat, very strong monster to actually help you go second, that you can get your heritage directly from the deck to your hand, so that way that you can draw more, and it also gives you access to Disciples. This is 2400, 23, 23, with diagrams this becomes 27 and 26. And the really good thing about these monsters is that these cards by itself wreck Trickstars. Okay, I'm not trying to bash any Trickstar players, even though I lost to a Trickstar player. That player was very good. He was an excellent player, so shout outs to him. But Trickstars, I really believe they're tier 5. And these Draco monsters right here, they kill Candina. You know, like they literally run over every single monster in their deck. The icing on the cake, 100% double Masterpiece, the fun Draco Slayer King. If you guys do not know, Masterpiece can easily beat Borreload, and the way that you beat Borreload is you activate Masterpiece, banish a continuous spell or trap, pop your own trap, and then the trap will pop Borreload. Borreload says like it cannot be targeted by monster effects, but if you activate your trap card, you could easily just out the Borreload. So Masterpiece is really good for that. Let's go off into your win condition. Yeah, you want to play triple Imato Iwado. Me, Slim, and Asian Persuasion, we call this card Akuna Matata. This card is an auto win. You know, once you bring out this card, you have no more worries for the rest of your plays. This card literally says when you summon this card, it's like a cold wave for the entire board. Like this card doesn't care. Like about Pendulums, you summon this card going second, you auto win. Card is phenomenal, and its funny thing is this card is not 1900 beater, so this card can actually beat over Candina, and they can't even Licorice you as well. So the card is absolutely amazing. You know when Jesus passed away, you know he died in the tomb. So this is the tomb right here. Amano Iwado. I love this card, and you know what? I cannot go throughout this deck profile without giving credit to Kevin Trong. He's the guy that actually first played this card into the deck. He came 9th place at a regional before Atlanta, and ever since I saw the deck profile, I've been putting this into my deck, and I believe that it's a staple now in every Draco deck to play Imano Iwado. So Kevin Trong, if you're watching this video, shout outs to you, bro. Next off to your spells, you want to play triple Dronic Diagram, and of course triple Terraforming. You want to find ways to get into your monsters and your spawn trap cards as quickly as possible, so maximize yourself in seeing these is really good. And in my personal opinion, guys, in the next ban list, Dracos are going to disappear for sure. Next off, you're going to play the best cards going second, triple Heritage and triple True Draco's Disciples. This card is phenomenal. If you guys do not know, Degasso Emerald is banned for a reason. This card is literally has the same effect as the Degasso Emerald, but for True Draco and True King cards, you shuffle back 3, draw 1. And these cards all have 3 different effects. Well, 2 similar effects and 1 different effect. This card recycles back 3, shuffles 1. Recycles back 3, draws 1. And this card helps you draw cards up to the number of True Draco or True King card sent from the field to the graveyard this turn. So this card is absolute beast against the mirror match. So in the mirror match, you want to resolve this card last. Because when you destroy your spells, pop their trap, and then pop their trap, pop monsters, you want to activate True Draco's Heritage, and it will essentially give you a draw 3. So you're essentially playing 6 Card of the Mice in the deck. So Heritage is really powerful, and they also grant you the additional normal summon in the deck. And that's why Imano Iwado is just so good in this deck, is because you have your 1 normal summon, and you also have 2 other additional normal summons using Disciples and also True Draco's Heritage. Your other auto wins in the deck, triple Card of the Mice. This card should never exist. If you open up all spells with Imano, you're more likely just gonna win that game, because with Imano on the board and like Card of the Mice, you'll never ever get Ash. Like, this card like protects you from Ash, Ogre, everything. So you know what, this card is insane, man. Anyways, Card of the Mice is very powerful. And a quick tip, guys, for those of you who are playing Pendulums or any other decks that negate cards, please do not ever negate Card of the Mice. If you have, well, you obviously got to negate Card of the Mice 100%, but if you have like an Ash or something, okay, if you have an Ash and negate, always Ash the Card of the Mice. The reason why you do this is because Ash negates the effect, okay? So the card is already activated, it didn't negate the activation, it just negates the effect. So a really good thing to know is that if you activate Card of the Mice and you activate Vortex or like Titanic Galaxy to negate this card, if I have multiple copies of the Mice, I can activate the Mice again, because the Mice says you can only activate this card once per turn. But since the activation is negated, I can obviously activate another one. So another quick note to know, always Ash the Desires or Ash anything that draws in the deck. Do not negate, because all the other draw cards says you can only activate it once per turn. So that's just a quick note for you guys. Double Pot of Desires. Me and Simo, can't stress this enough, but this card is one of the best cards in the game right now. It's a +1. This card is it's a pot of greed, man. Like like what was I saying? If like, what is 10 cards gonna do for you in the deck if you don't have them in your hand? You know what I mean? Like, if you already have like 5 cards in your opening hand, the next 2 cards can actually be game changing. So activating cards with Pot of Desires, especially going first, and also having Imano Iwado on the field, essentially gives you a 6 card hand. You're essentially going first, but with a going second hand. So this card is just insane, guys. Triple Pot of Duality. This card is one of the best cards in the deck. The reason why this card is so good is because it helps you dig 3 cards deeper into your deck to see any card that you need. Usually, if I want to see the cards that I need, I'll usually just dig through everything first, then resolve Duality last. But this card is definitely essential in the deck. Next off, for the God card, the one Monarch Stormforth. This card is at 1 for a reason. The card is absolutely, broken. And this card is actually really good going first as well, because you can set your traps at this card on your opponent's turn, play on your opponent's turn by using the Stormforth. Off to the traps, you want to play the 1 True King's Return and triple True Draco Apocalypse. These cards are insane. I don't know why people stress about beating Beals. If you're a Draco player, I've been playing Draco for quite some time now, and I can say that I'm a very experienced Draco player, and this card is the card that outs Beals, okay? And what I mean by that is that it doesn't physically destroy the Beals, but the way that you can actually get over Beals, like I did in one of my matchups, is I nuked Beals in half so many times, because Beals will only gain its effect to boost itself up if they take damage. So if they want to boost their Beals, they have to run into your masterpiece, and let's say you nuke them twice, 3,000, right? So 15, they'll be at 750. They would take like 2,250 damage. Right, already damaged, and especially in time, this card actually helps you. So Beals has to take damage first to gain its effect. So you basically just nuke it down and just keep trampling over Beals and just make them do damage. So True Draco Apocalypse, True King's Return. Your little guy's back from the graveyard, so that way that you can make Vocasaurus. Vocasaurus is game changer in this deck, and I'm playing an extra deck in this deck. Monarchs Are Up sucks, and I'll explain to you guys that further. But these cards help you play on your opponent's turn. So Triple Apocalypse, and this card wrecks Ultimate Conductor Triangle in the battle phase. So yeah, these cards are just really powerful. Next off, you're gonna play the auto win buttons, double anti-spell fragrance and the 1 skill drain. This card is really good against the pendulum matchup. The only way that they can out this is if they open up purple poison. These cards are just usually like auto win cards, and they're also continuous trap cards, which you can just banish for the graveyard off masterpiece. And if you ever find your own anti-spell stopping you, you can always tribute away anti-spell for maiden and things like that. So the auto wins, anti-spell. And then for the new tech that I'm playing in the deck 100% is Double Rivalry of Warlords. This card is disgusting. Card is one of the best meta calls that I actually made this tournament. Shout outs to Steven, and Steven was the one that actually encouraged me to play this card. And of course, shout outs to Imperium Duelists as well. They're my sponsors for this event. They're the one that actually told me to play this. Card is disgusting. The reason why the card is so good is because in the Pendulum matchup, they have dragons, they have what is it? Spellcasters. Basically dragon spellcasters, and what they do is that they cannot make Electromite if they have multiple spellcasters on the board. Electromite is a psychic, so once you rivalry them, they can't even get access to Electromite, which is insane. And this card is actually really good going first and second. And why it's good going second is because you go second, set this card, and then on your opponent's turn, flip this card, and then
Yep.
they auto lose. So Rivalry Warlords, absolutely insane. Really good against the 60 card deck as well. They have warriors, spellcasters, many multiple types of monster on the board. So Rivalry Warlords auto blows out the deck. And last but not least, the one Torrential Tribute. The reason why this card is so good is because it's good going second. So no one plays around this card. So in the Pendulum matchup, they search the Black Fang, and the reason they search Black Fang is because they want to play around Solemn Strike. And once you Solemn Strike, Black Fang comes back. But once you Torrential Tribute, they'll have no monsters in the graveyard. So when you Torrential them, they auto lose with Black Fang and things like that. So Torrential Tribute, really good in the deck. And last but not least, the card that won me so many games is Stormy Mirror Force. This card is the icing on the cake. I won so many matchups with this card because no one plays around this card. I actually just won games single-handedly with this card. But in the future, I would definitely cut this out because a lot of people are going to be expecting me to play this card. So 100%, this might go away. But shout out to Hanko Chow. Hanko is like with me in spirit, man. So Hanko, shout out to you, bro. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go off into your side deck real quick. Side deck is actually really important. Triple evenly match against the Draco or any deck that play Black Rose Rogue. You obviously want to play this card going second against the mirror match. Mirror match, you just pass. Like, you know, go like if they make you go first, pass and you win with this. Triple Imperial Iron Wall, really good against the evenly match if they make you go first. But another good thing is that Rivalry Warlords is not bad against the mirror match as well. The reason why Rivalry Warlords is not bad against the mirror match is because once you summon a model or Watto, you flip Rivalry Warlords, and then their turn is over. They cannot do anything else unless they have Diagram to pop their spells. But like, you know, or you can just chain it once they activate the Heritage or Disciples to additional tribute. Chain Rivalry Warlords. They won't have a rock monster in their hand, man. So Rivalry is great. Pure auto win against Invokes. Triple Cherries. Cherries is really important. I don't want to get FTK. That's why I'm playing an extra deck. FTK, you have to respect the FTK deck. So this card actually helps you beat FTK. Double Spear Mode, the Rock, the Golden Ball, the Zaphion, really good cards against the Mirror, and Regeki Dark Hole. I believe that my side deck is just really solid this entire event. Like, these cards are just like, there's no cards I would change in the side deck. This is like absolutely perfect. So that's pretty much it for the side deck, guys. Let's go up to your extra deck. The reason why I'm playing an extra deck is because, one, I'm not playing the Monarchs Erupt, and information is actually really important in today's game. In the meta right now, if you're playing this game competitively, it's open knowledge to ask your opponent how many cards in the extra deck. If you're saying to your opponent, I'm playing 0 cards in the extra deck, they're going to know 100% you're playing Dracos. And with Dracos, if they make a first turn Abyss Dweller, you auto lose. And, you know, like the reason why this deck is just really good going second is because it can break boards with traps and spell cards, right? So if they go Dweller, you cannot break their board, okay? So it's really important to actually make this card, like, have an extra deck in this deck, not only for that, but it's also for Cherries. Let's go off into your thing. Extra, Omega. I actually made this card a lot. Summon Cherries, make it with level 5, and then I banished my Masterpiece once, and then it just activates the effect to put back Masterpiece back into the graveyard, then recycle it with Disciples, Omega, Electromite, Cherries, Dark Law, Cherries. This isn't here because it's beautiful. Makaba. I'm not trying to diss any Invoke players out there. Like, I love Invoke. I play this deck as well, but I believe that Invoke is like a tier 5 deck. Same thing with Strict Stars. Like, Dracos should never have a problem with Invoke. So Makaba, Seraphinite, never ever Cherries the Omega in that matchup. Always Cherries the Seraphinite. You auto win with it once you cherry this. Cipher Blade and Underclock Taker. The theory behind this is that you make it with 2 Masterpiece, take control of your opponent's monster, and then go into Underclock with that monster and Cipher go into Underclock Taker, and then you just, yeah, it's a free card. Master Diamond. This card is here because of the FTK. You gotta respect it. ABC Dragon Buster. Here for the Cherries, but I played against once ABC. I ended up beating him with Storm Mirror Force, so I didn't really need the Cherries. And I like ABCs shouldn't be a hard up matchup for you unless, you know, you're playing against Calvin Tahan. But ABC Dragon Buster, the Gaia Charger, really good card. Evocasaurus. These 2 cards are MVP. I went into these cards a lot with the True King's Return, reviving back my level 5s from the graveyard, make Evocasaurus, and then Gaia Charger Pierce for game. Harmonizing has 0 defense, so 26 defense. Pierce is pretty dirty. Dante. BA should never be a problem for you, but I can't even talk crap because BA's top 8'd this event, which is insane. Shoutouts to that guy, you know, he's from your hometown, Alex. Samir, right?
Tamir, yeah.
Tamir, so shoutouts to him, bro. But anyways, like BA's like tier 10, so I'm not even dissing, man. Totally awesome. In here, he makes me smile, man. Look at that, look at this. He's always smiling. I played one Paleo, but you know, Paleo, you auto win Masterpiece, so no need. Spardo Helix, shoutouts to Alex.
Woo!
But Next deck tier 10 too. I'm kidding. Anyways, and last but not least, the FTK. You gotta respect it, the starting Venom. So that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and a huge shout out goes to Alex Timo. Just a quick shout outs. I know I'm rambling a lot. You know, I'm just very excited for this event and my first top. Hopefully it's many more to come after this. Shout outs to Steven, Hanko Chow, Gabe. Shout outs to my sponsors, Imperium Duelists. They let me stay with them for the entire event and they just treated me like family. You know, shout outs to Dolly's. Dolly's is my family. Like they're my family. If you guys need cards, all these cards that I have right now in my hands are from Dolly's. So you know what? If you guys are in Canada, check out Dolly's. You know what I mean? Very strong locals, 40 people every Saturday. It's crazy. Come play at the locals, and I'll be there too. Shout outs to Alex, bro. Yo, man, like sometimes when I'm on the verge of, like, let's say I lost a match, you always, you know, like motivate me to do better 100%. So, and yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Shout outs to everybody. If I forgot you, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, and make sure you guys get the mat. Yeah, get the mat right here. You know, these are going hot right now. They're my 120,000 subscriber play mat. Make sure you guys get it. This is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Smash the thumbs up button, guys. And wait, one more shout out. Shout outs to all the haters that are watching this video. As much as I, you know, do not, you know, mess with the group. Shout outs to all the hate. People send me hate from there all the time. They send me screenshots, even though I'm not part of the group. But come on, man. I asked you to do me a big favor. Please keep on hating. Come on, just bring it to me, because when you feed me the hate, bro, you understand, man. I get stronger, man. Like I go Goku Ultra Instinct with the hate. Like it's crazy. Like, oh my goodness. Like send more hate, please. True Dracos is the best deck. Not ironically, right, Alex?
Not ironically.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. I'm out. I'm talking too much. Peace. Bye, guys.
I feel like Usain in the cheetah print. Talk fresh game, I don't need a minute. R.I.P. the game, I need a minute. Okay, let's proceed with it. I'm in the house, got the deed with it. These bozos always sneak this and they taking shots. I'm a key with it. Like no, this league business.